What's up guys? Today we're checking out Thai Airways Boeing 777 Royal Silk business class from Copenhagen to Bangkok. What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Oliver and right now I'm in Copenhagen Airport Kastrup on my way to Bangkok. Today we're checking out the Thai Airways business class on the Boeing 777 out of Copenhagen, and I've read a lot online, and some people are complaining about Thai Airways at the moment, saying that some of the airplanes is a bit worn down. But 2 weeks ago I traveled, and you can see that on one of my earlier videos, I traveled from Bangkok to Manila on Thai Airways Airbus A350 on business class, and that was some of the best I've experienced so far. So I'm looking forward to the bit older 777 and seeing what's that all about. So stay tuned. So I just got through the security check here in Copenhagen Airport, Kastrup, and one of the good things here is that it's one of the easiest airports to get around in Europe. Everything is more or less in a straight line with some gates going off. I've been working here for 5 years total before I started flying, and when I got hired as an airline pilot, I was also having based here in Copenhagen, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But they've made a lot of changes here in the last couple of years, expanding a bit. Anyways, we are going towards the passport control, and I'm gonna check out the Thai Airways lounge here in Copenhagen. Okay, so I just went through the passport control, super easy, queued for about 10 seconds, so yeah, nice. Thai Airways, I think it's the third time I fly with them. First one was plus 12 years ago. Last time was about 2 weeks ago from Bangkok to Manila. There was also a long-haul aircraft or wide-body aircraft they used on that route. I know Thai Airways after COVID has went through some struggle and was close to bankruptcy, as I understand. But I think they're slowly getting it back on track. But they're not using the whole fleet yet. I think Thai Airways right now on the long-haul fleet has the A350, and they have the Boeing 787 and the 777. I don't know if they're still using the 330s, but I know that the 380s, the double-decker aircraft, all of the aircraft is parked in Suvarnabhumi, Bangkok Airport right now, and they're not using it. And I don't think they're using their first class either. Not that I can afford that anyways, but yeah, just for information, you're flying a short haul with Thai Airways, it's on the Airbus A350. But yeah, today we are going on the 777, and that's going to be my first time on Thai Airways 777 and the first time on the 777 business class with Thai. Business class passengers flying Thai Airways from Copenhagen now have access to the brand new Eventyr lounge, which translates to fairy tale lounge in English, inspired by the Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. Previously, Thai Airways business class passengers used the SAS lounge here in Kastrup. But after SAS left Star Alliance and joined SkyTeam, Thai Airways moved their lounge access to the Eventyr lounge instead. The new lounge is bright, modern, and offers great runway views, the perfect place to relax before a long-haul flight. The food and drink selection is solid, and there's plenty of space even during the peak hours. After spending some time in the lounge, it was finally time to board Thai Airways flight TG951 from Copenhagen to Bangkok. Today's aircraft is the Boeing 777-300ER, and I'm seated in 20B, right in the middle section of the business class cabin. First impression are really positive. The cabin looked bright and elegant with the signature Thai Airways color scheme. Purple tones, golden detail, and orchid adding a warmth touch. The crew welcomed everyone on board with genuine Thai hospitality and choice of champagne, juice, water before departure. While this 777 isn't the newest in the Thai fleet, the overall is still premium and the atmosphere immediately sets the tone for a comfortable overnight flight to Bangkok. Before departure, the crew came around offering welcome drinks. And as always, the Thai hospitality was on point. Menus was handed out featuring both Thai and Western dishes, and everything looked really promising. The cabin itself does feel a little dated. This 777 layout has been around for quite a few years, but it's still very comfortable and well maintained. What really stand out is the service and the attention to detail. The crew are friendly, professional, and generally warm, which easily makes up for the older design. To be honest, even though this product is new, it's still miles ahead of my experience with Emirates' older business class on their first generation Airbus A350s. Thai just feel a bit more polished overall, especially in terms of comfort and service.
So when traveling from most of Europe to Southeast Asia, quickest way to get there is normally via Russia. But with everything that's happening in the world right now, it's pretty crazy to look, because European airlines can't fly into Russia, which means that they have to go south. There's a conflict in Israel, so you can't go via Israel or over Israel. Stuff is happening in Iran, so you can't go via Iran. All European flights going to Southeast Asia are more or less left with a small gap down at around Turkey, where all airlines has to pass through to go through this small corridor to get to Southeast Asia. So a small hack right now is Chinese airlines, Air China for example. All Chinese airlines can go via Russia, so if you want the fastest ways to get to Southeast Asia at the moment, probably be with the Chinese airline carriers, because they can go the most direct route. But anyways, when at business class, you can grab an hour extra, doesn't matter. So we just got served this glass of champagne. Thai Airways is using Tatsanjia, then a mousse bouche, and these nuts.
The menu tonight featured a 4-course dinner with a choice between Thai and Western options, and an impressive selection of wines and champagne. Everything was beautifully presented, and I really like how Thai Airways still serves meal with proper cutlery, even on these older aircrafts.
So the starter is served, and we are getting a smoked salmon with a horseradish, pickled cauliflower, and a horseradish mayonnaise. And then onto the mains, where I went with the salmon in chuchi curry, which is served with the Thai jasmine rice, deep-fried garlic pork patties, and a stir-fried assortment of vegetables. This was actually the same that I got about 2 weeks ago on my flight from Bangkok to Manila, which was super nice. So yeah, I'm trying that again. Then it is on to what Thai Airways calls the bites. It's an assortment of premium cheeses with fruits, nuts, crackers, paired with a pear marmalade. And to round things off, a chocolate cake mousse. I'm waiting for my Thai tea.
After dinner, I ordered a glass of white wine and just sat back for a while, watching the sun set high above the clouds. There's something really peaceful about this part of the flight. The engine hums quietly, the cabin lights dim, and everyone slowly settles in for the night. Thai Airways provide these Marshall over-ear headphones, which are surprisingly good, and the amenity kit from Jim Thompson, a well-known Thai silk brand, added a nice premium touch. Before getting ready for bed, I headed to the lavatories to freshen up and brush my teeth. Everything was spotless and well stocked, just as you'd expect in business class. Back at my seat, I watched a movie for a bit while the cabin went completely dark. Good morning. After a few hours of sleep, I slowly woke up to the sound of the cabin coming back to life. The crew turned the lights on softly, and within a few minutes, the smell of fresh coffee filled the air. A perfect way to start the day. I ordered a cup of coffee and went through the breakfast menu, which offered a few light options. I went for the Belgian waffles with syrup and a chocolate croissant and a small plate of fresh fruit. Simple, but exactly what I needed after a long night flight. Once again, the service was great, calm and attentive, and always with that classic Thai smile, behind the mask of course. After a smooth night flight, we began our descent into Bangkok. The city slowly appeared through the morning haze. Touchdown was right on schedule, and as always, it felt good to be back in Thailand. Alright guys, welcome to Bangkok after a 10.5-hour flight with Thai Airways on the 777 on their business class product. And overall, pretty happy about it. I think Thai Airways is a super nice airline, good service, and the food was really nice. Many options and yeah, super tasty. Very impressed by the breakfast. Normally I'm not the big breakfast person, but super nice. The cabin, yeah, a bit dated on the 777 and there was not really any storage. I think the lie flat seat was about 188 centimeters, so a bit too short for me. So yeah, a bit dated. But I think in general, within the last 4 months, I've been doing 14 or 16 of these business class trips, and it's really just like playing the lottery, because it's all about the cabin or the aircraft type. And I think a lot of aircraft carriers right now are doing a transition where they are phasing out their older aircraft and then getting in the new ones. And that process, sometimes you'll get the new cabin, sometimes you'll get the old one. And when you try the new one, you always get a little disappointed when you are ending up in one of the older ones. On this flight, I knew it was a 777 from Thai Airways, so I know it was the old one. But on other flights, for example, my last one with the Emirates some weeks ago, same route via Dubai, Copenhagen, Dubai, and Dubai, Bangkok. The first flight I got one of the newer cabins, and on the second one it was the old one. So I was super disappointed with the second one, or the older one. But I think if you expect the old cabin and you calculate that the price that you think is reasonable for a business class product, and then you calculate it with being the older cabin, then you can only be pleasantly surprised if you get one of the new ones. So I think you should do it in that way. Otherwise, it's a bit sad to spend a lot of money and then sit there and be disappointed for 10 hours. But anyway, I think it was a nice flight. It was as I expected. Price a bit hefty, but yeah, I think this was my last long haul for the next couple of months. So yeah, now back home in Bangkok, and right now I'm just waiting for my baggage. Then it's home, get some sleep, and then I can hopefully get something out of the day today. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you will give it a like, and if you want to see more of my content, then please consider subscribing as well. Otherwise, we will see each other on the next one. Bye bye.